Hello, it is I. Now, interior customization is one of the most requested features we all want to see in Forza Horizon 5. But what if I were to tell you that it is already in the game? Sort of. Well, believe it or not, with some cars in Horizon 5, you can somewhat alter the interior. And that is why I made this video, as there are 10 cars in Forza Horizon 5 with interior customization. Now, before we get into these cars, what on earth are you waiting for? 4,000 likes is the target, as you may know, and comment down below your favorite breed of octopus, as that would be very, very funny. Anyways, without further ado, let's get to this video.
They don't wanna see you shine, cause they see you shine but don't see you grind.
And the 992 Porsche 911 GT3 is one of the greatest new cars ever made. Not just because of how good it is to drive, but the fact that in Forza Horizon 5, this car actually has interior customization. Okay, so obviously if you weren't blind, then you know that this isn't a genuine GT3. It's just a Carrera with a vinyl done to it, so it looks like a GT3 because I haven't unlocked the GT3 yet, so I can't really show you guys. But if I enter this car, yeah, wait for him to sit down, and then if I close the door like so, you see that stitching above the door handle and underneath the door mirror? Yep, the color of the stitching changes depending on what color your car is. So of course on the Carrera it doesn't work because this car's blue and the stitches are grey. But in the GT3, yeah, if the car is blue, then the stitches should be blue. If the car is purple, then the stitches should be purple, etc, etc. So yeah, but I've never really seen this for myself, so if you do have a GT3 in Forza Horizon 5, change the color of the paint and see if it changes the color of the stitching as well, because that would be pretty cool.
I was 14 with then a line card, didn't have P and I needed a dime.
Now this one I've shown a couple of times in my videos already, so don't blame me for knowing this one already. But this is a video about interior customization, so of course I had to include this one in the video. Now of course some of the car files used in Forza Horizon 5 are actually imported from the old Forza games. And with the Plymouth Cuda, it's pretty obvious that this car was imported from one of the older games. Because in the old Forza games, you'd know that removing the weight from the car actually gets rid of the passenger seat. Now have a guess what happens in Forza Horizon 5 when I do the exact same thing with this car? Well, do you see the silhouette of the passenger seat on the right hand side of the car? Well, if I remove some weight, then boom, look at that, the seat is gone. So yep, some of these old car files have weight reduction, like visible weight reduction, which is so cool to see. And for them man there who don't believe me, then if I open the passenger seat up, and not passenger door, look at that, there's no seat. And what's weird is you can actually sit down without a seat, and I don't know how this works, it'd be much lower than this. But yeah man, it's a really, really cool feature, and I really hope you see this more in cars in Forza Horizon 5. I love it so much.
When we conflicted, could that mean that they're seeing what they're seeing is art?
Now the two most hated things in the car world are SUVs and electric vehicles. So what did the FIA decide to do? Well, they decided to pair the two together and create a motorsport where you drive electric SUVs. But the sport also has its positives as well, because this car actually has interior customization. Now let's go to the... Oh, what? I swear this car... Oh my god, what's going on? I could have sworn I saw an AR12 video where you could paint the interior of the car. What is this? Am I in the wrong car? What's going on? Oh, okay, yeah, it's a number 5 car. Okay, if you have the number 5 Extreme E car, you actually have advanced painting groups, so you can actually paint the interior of the car, which is really cool to see. Yeah, I messed up. Well, if you have the number 5 car, then definitely give this one a shot, but if you have the Hummer one as I have right now, then don't bother because it does not work. Now Jeeps are super rugged 4x4s driven by people who are scared to drive on grass. Anyways, with Jeeps there's a really popular mod to do where you fully remove the door and just drive around like that. Well, guess what? In Forza Horizon 5, you can actually go to the side skirts here, and you can actually change the door. Look at that, the door's changed. It's got these holes in it, which like would let water in, but hey, it's cool, okay? Now you might be thinking, hey, this is a bit of a stretch. That is an interior customization. Well, if you open the door and then hop inside, if you can try it, there you go. I hopped it. Jeez, that was so low. Now if I close the door, look at that. It looks different. The interior has been altered, so technically this is interior customization. And that is why it's in this video, because, you know, this is interior customization, you can't tell me otherwise. Sure, it's not like a Momo steering wheel or a Recaro Seuss, but hey, the interior is changed, so that is interior customization in my books.
Yes, this ain't checkers, it's chess. I can't settle and rest.
And the Ford Crown Victoria is used as taxis, park ranger cars, and of course police cars. And of course you can actually turn this car into a police car, because if you go to here, let's install a bull bar, yes sir. Now for the wing, let's put a... Okay, I've never seen a police car like that before. And you can even install spotlights onto this car. Wait, hang on a second. Now is that a piece in the interior? I believe it is. Look at the angle, it's so detailed, look at it. Okay, now I know this isn't proper interior customization, it's not like a Momo steering wheel or like bucket seats, but hey, you're altering the interior, so technically this is interior customization. So yeah, but if you want to handle inside your car for no apparent reason, then get yourself a Ford Crown Victoria and you can do just that.
I rap better with bricks, so keep pissing me off and let's check how it gets.
Now before cars like the Ford F-150, we used to have this, the Ford F-100. So how exactly can you customize the interior of this car? Well, first of all, as you can see, the dashboard and basically the whole interior of the car is this blue color, the exact same blue color that the actual car is. Yep, the interior and the exterior are the exact same color. Meaning if you want a red interior, then you can paint your car red. If you want a yellow interior, you can paint it yellow. If you want green, like pastely green or pastely blue. And what's really cool is that it actually works with designs as well, because look, carbon fiber, Kevlar, these patterns here as well also get transferred, which is so cool to see. In fact, if I want the interior of the car to be this sort of pattern, and I want the actual exterior to be something like, I don't know, red, all I have to do is apply some red stickers onto the outside of the car like so, one there, one there, one there, and we are basically done. And look at the interior of this red car, it's this weird pattern and it's so cool looking. So yeah man, how cool is that? You can actually paint the interior of the car, that is so cool.
You ain't gotta fear me, I ain't gonna wipe it. I want no Johnny and piping.
Now the BMW M4 GTS is basically a standard M4, except it has Forza Aero and orange trim. Yep, that's basically what an M4 GTS is. I mean, this car is so orange in fact that if you install a roll cage onto this car, wait for it, it's orange. Man has orange roll cage in grey and orange car. Now that is mad. Now I know you can install roll cages onto 99% of the cars in Forza Horizon 5, so technically every single car in Forza Horizon 5 does have interior customization. But guess what, yeah, this is coloured, it's orange, it's not like the standard silver you get on most roll cages. In fact, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe this is the only coloured roll cage in Forza Horizon 5. And that, my friends, is very cool in my opinion.
How they gonna call me a label boy? Cause I ain't bad and don't play with.
And the McLaren Senna is a super lightweight, track-focused supercar. In fact, it's so lightweight that if you actually enter the car, the door hydraulics are fully exposed. And it's a part of interior that is blue, which is the same colour as the paint of the brake calipers over here. It's also the same colour as these vents under here. And yeah man, basically the exterior paint of the car is colour matched to the interior hydraulic arms. And of course you can actually change the colour, so as you can see the secondary colour is this sort of light blue color, but now it's gonna go orange, and then now it's gonna go blue, and then now it's gonna go orange again, and then blue, and then red, and then black. So yeah man, you can basically change it through here, but you can also give it custom colors as well, because if you go to paint group 2, you can actually change the color of the front vents, which is so cool to see. And alongside that, the hydraulic arms change color as well. Look at that, look at the variation in colors. So yeah man, if you want a subtle change for the interior, then choose the McLaren Senna and change the secondary paint of your car, because it's a very subtle and unique way of changing the interior of your car.
I was riding around in a stolen Skoda, pissed off that it weren't working.
In 1932, Ford created the Model B, and this was the very car. And surprisingly, for a very old car like this, there is a lot of customization. And this includes interior customization as well. Because right now I'm inside the car and look how big the windshield is, look how big the windows are. But of course, with a car like this, you can actually top the top like so. And now if you go inside the car, look at this, okay? You see how tall the window was before? Look at it now. I mean, the roof is touching my head and the steering wheel is nearly touching the roof. This is so weird. Now, I know this is a bit of a stretch, but the interior has very clearly changed. So technically, it counts. This is interior customization in a way. So yeah, man, I guess you never thought of that. The Ford Deluxe actually has interior customization.
He got a white MB and he got a phone line twerking.
Now, you might be looking at the RS4 and thinking to yourself, what a boring car. It doesn't even have a V8. And sure, it may not have a V8, but it does have two very special traits. First of all, it actually has proper customization. These are apt kits for the cars, and also, as you may know, I mentioned this car in lots of videos before, it also has interior customization, because as you can see, this car is a green car. So if I hop inside, let me have a seat, thank you very much, and look at the trim, it's actually the same green as the paint of the car. If I change it from green to something like red, if I sit in the car again, the interior trim is red, just like the paint of the car. So yeah man, basically whatever the paint of your car is, the trim would be the the exact same color, which is so cool to see. And it's not just factory paints as well. Even if I paint this car a very weird color like, I don't know, these leaves. Let's try these leaves, okay? If I sit inside the car again, lo and behold, the interior trim are leaves as well. So yeah, man, I know I showed this to you so many times in my videos already because it's such a cool feature, and I really hope that more interior customization makes its way into the Forza franchise because this is so amazing. Well, hello there. Did you enjoy this video? If so, then you might want to watch this video up here, so make sure to give that a watch right now. And if you want to subscribe, then button down below here would guide you to my channel where you can subscribe. Happy days. Anyways, have a good one, guys. Cheers.